All right, entertainment headlines are all over my screen this morning. Meagan Good, beautiful actress,
love her,
beauty, and she's been running around. You know who she's been with?
Johnathan Majors.
Yeah, and Johnathan Majors has been going through it recently.
Oh yeah,
and they've been showing up on red carpets and all that. But I gotta let you know, if you're not aware, Meagan Good and Johnathan Majors have allegedly called it quits.
Woo! There we go.
It's a wrap. She's back outside. And now, let me tell you now, we've always tried to lean on guys getting some help. He's been cut off from acting. He lost his role that he was supposed to be playing
in the
Marvel universe.
Oh yeah,
and he got replaced, and so he hasn't been acting. So he hasn't been bringing in any money.
Oh yeah,
and she has been footing the bill throughout this entire thing.
Yeah, man's fumbled the bag when he lost being Kang, and everybody's been giving him a lot. He was supposed to be Kang in the Marvel universe.
Gotcha.
He was in the last Ant-Man.
Don't know what. So that's who that is?
Yeah,
okay.
but it was supposed to be
Bang Kang.
Kang, yeah, because it was supposed to go into the Kang dynasty and all his variants and a huge thing.
You're nerding out now. I'm just saying, selling past the close.
He was supposed to be like multi-$100 million man with the franchise.
He was going to get paper. I don't know anything about who he was playing other than the Ant-Man series or whatever, but I know he missed out on a big bag, and she was filling in the gap.
Oh yeah.
And so during all this time where he's had legal woes and blah blah blah, she's been right there with him, and I guess it ran out.
Yeah, nah. It looked very toxic too. There were a lot of videos of him like seeing other men give her a hug, and he kind of give that like side eye, like, man, who this?
Yeah.
A lot of people have been giving them stuff. They didn't think it was gonna last, and looks like they were right.
Right. All right. So you were in here yapping about a couple things. One thing, Boosie has made the press because Boosie has asked Donald Trump to pardon him of his federal case.
Hey, it was only a matter of time.
I mean,
I'm just saying. He helped A$AP Rocky. He helped Lil Wayne. Like, you know, he's gonna shoot his shot, and I think he's gonna get it too.
I don't know. I don't think, because they got theirs, I want to say before the election, and then he got the big lift from it. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he has to do that now because he already locked down the presidency.
Oh yeah, I still think he's going to try to help people.
All right, so the message that Boosie shared was, at real Donald Trump, can you pardon me on my Fed case? I'm a nonviolent felon. I should say it like Boosie. I'm a nonviolent felon. The courts ruled that a nonviolent cannot be charged with a 922G. I don't know what that is. The judge dismissed my case, but the ruling has been appealed. So once again, I was indicted. I'm fighting this case. This is exact case to U.S. versus Duarte that was ruled unconstitutional. He is giving case law in this message. It says, one more thing. Can you sit down with me and talk about you giving police immunity? I think this will motivate officers to commit deadly crimes. Please don't do this. Anyway, congratulations on your win. Let's get this money and drop these taxes.
So a 922G prohibits certain persons from shipping, transporting, possessing, or receiving a firearm or ammunition while subject to prohibition for doing so, most commonly because of a prior conviction. So pretty much he wants to own a gun.
Okay. Well, yeah. Boosie out here trying to get it.
Yeah. And after all these people, Kodak, everybody that Trump has helped, he wants that help too. Which brings me to my next thing. Are you worried about Kodak? Have you seen him lately?
I saw him on Kai Cenat's thing where he was like,
dude, your boy was tweaking.
He looked like it was something going on. I can't say unequivocally that I know it was happening, but I know I've seen some people.
I watched it.
I've seen some episodes of The Wire, and it seemed like very similar.
Listen, I watched the stream. You can see him throwing a perk in the air and catching it in his mouth. Then he was tweaking on the thing. He was practically
when they were dancing. He was like rubbing his face.
I have a video on my social
twitching and stuff, and I'm like, yo, what's wrong with the boy?
I have a video right now on my story of him, and it's like me trying to act like I'm sober, and he's just over there just doing the crazy dances. He fell
So that's probably not going to help you, Boosie, because if Trump sees that, he's going to be like, I helped the last guy, and look what he's doing.
He was bugging. My man fell asleep in the bathroom for 20 minutes, and then he told Kai Cenat he was going to stay there. Everybody's worried about him, saying that he needs help, he needs to go to rehab. And he actually came back and answered everybody, calling people haters and stuff. But I think my man really does need help. Like, he looks really bad in this video.
I'm not going to take it lightly because you don't want to see anybody lose their lives. But, realistically, he's had issues forever.
Yeah.
And so whoever is around him is enabling him because they're basically letting him live that way because he's not moving. He didn't go to Kai Cenat's without a driver. He didn't go without management. He didn't go out with some sort of representation.
No,
so
they
those
planned
people
those things.
who are around him are enabling him to kind of fall down that spiral. So that's kind of nasty.
But for people to like have that outcry and be like, hey, you need help, you need to go to rehab, we're worried about you, all this, and you to be like, oh, you guys are haters, like y'all ain't making money, y'all ain't doing this. Like I saw him on live this morning, and he just doesn't look right, man. And it's a bad example to set, especially when you have a bunch of kids looking up to you. You know,
Yeah. Kai Cenat also was on with DDG, the rapper who had the baby with Bailey.
Bailey? Oh, yeah.
And she went online because I guess her ex-boyfriend, DDG, had their 11-month-old on Kai Cenat's stream. And she said, I didn't approve of that. The Little Mermaid star posted up, hi, everyone. Just so you know, I'm out of town and don't approve of my baby being on a stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified. I am extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people. I am his mother. I am his protector and saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I'm out of town.
I don't think he was doing anything wrong. Yes, if you're co-parenting, that should be something that is said.
It's something about famous kids. Any kids. Nobody really wants their kids to be out there because people are screenshotting it. They're taking pictures. I don't know how much they've shown the kid, but
they haven't shown him a lot.
So that might be the thing. You make a decision to show the kid to the world on a million-person stream, and she didn't approve it. So, it shows you that baby mama drama and baby daddy drama does make it to the celebrity world as well.
She just put up a Halloween picture with her and her baby. You think DDG
So they have shown the baby.
They have, but it's not that much. That was like the big thing after because they hadn't showed the baby as much. And so the big thing was that he was on the stream. And then all of a sudden, the picture came back after. It's like, all right, well, if you showed the baby, here you go. I feel like that was like a petty move back.
All right. Rosie Perez was doing an interview. People don't know who Rosie Perez is. She's kind of famous. And she has a really funny voice. But she knows Spanish better than Rich.
She does. I'm not even gonna argue
Rosie
that.
Perez recalled Madonna asking her to hook her up with Tupac Shakur. Because Madonna dated Tupac for like a year, maybe a year and a half, but nobody knew how it came together, and so it came up in this interview. And Rosie Perez said that she stepped in to help out Madonna. She's like, Madonna shows up at the awards show and immediately saw Pac, and she said she was there, and she came up to me and said, "Yo, what's up? Y'all together?" Talking about her and Pac, because her and Pac were talking, they were friends. And she said, "No, girl, that's not me at all." And she said, "Really? Can you hook me up?" And she said, "I got it." And the rest is history. Madonna and Tupac dated secretly from 93 to 94, with the Queen of Pop confirming the relationship in that 2015 interview where she said in Bedtime Stories that her and Pac had personal and professional dealings.
Ooh, I could see that, though. Pac and Rosie Perez kind of fit together, I feel like.
It's funny because people who are really insanely famous or even just celeb status are still nervous about interview. Like, remember I was talking when y'all asked me about how I know Vita, and it was like a bunch of different dealings or whatever. So I'm at the Grammys at an after party with like randoms. I was there with like Big Tig, Ludacris, just a bunch of people. My man DJ Vice was spinning, and we're all around the booth and everything. And Vita walks in and walks past all these people and comes over and hugs me. And then we start dancing, and everybody is looking like,
Oh, you got it like that?
Who the hell is this big round dude that Vita just walked in by? And she walked by the dude from Cruel Intentions, Ryan Phillippe. And Ryan Phillippe was somebody we interviewed that at the red carpet. And so he walked over to me after she walked away. He's like, who is that? And I was like, that's Vita Guerra. I'm like, you should go holler at her. He's like, can you introduce me? And I was like, bro,
see,
you're Ryan Phillippe. I'm like, bro, like, why do you need to be introduced? Go over there and be like, you know who I am. You
go over there, Cruel Intentions.
Right. And so I walked him over to her. I'm like, Vita, you know everybody in here watching you. And my man said, hey, he wanted to protect you from everybody who's checking you out. So I'd like to introduce you to Ryan Phillippe. And he started laughing, moved in. Next thing I know, they was dancing for like 15 minutes.
See, and that was all because of you.
I don't know what else happened that night, but I will say I was the matchmaker.
You were the matchmaker there.
Call me Cupid.
But I feel like Rosie Perez being like the original Soul Train girl. Like when I think of Soul Train, I think of Rosie Perez. Like
Rosie Perez was big on. She was big on Do the Right Thing.
White Man Can't Jump.
White Man Can't Jump. You know, I remember on the Spike Lee movie, she's like, Mookie, you need to take care of your responsibilities.
Yeah,
like,
you almost said it exactly like her.
Yeah.
No, but like I feel like she's a big enough star. Her and Tupac actually look like a perfect couple to me.
They actually just to show you how the game goes. You know how J-Lo got thrusted into being a singer and she wasn't really a singer, she was more a dancer.
Yes,
they did that first with Rosie Perez and she turned it down. They came
for her
at
to be a singer.
The label was like, she was such a good dancer. They was like, yo, we can fix the mix on the music. Mm-hmm. Just come out here and be that dancer, and you could be a Latin queen. Blah 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 blah. And she's like, I don't sing. I sound like this.
Yeah,
like because the way she sounds. And she's like, ain't nobody gonna believe I'm singing. And they're like, nah, we could fix that because they knew the Milli Vanilli role. They knew the auto tune. Whatever. Though. And she was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with acting. And she stayed
I can't do singing because I talk like this.
I talk like this. Yeah, which I think is sexy, but you know, like it is what it is.
She would have been fire as a singer too.
Absolutely. All right, that's your headlines up, and then we got your Therapy Thursday on the way.
Thank you guys for watching the video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.